Hello, somebodies. We are the Nobodies. What are we doing here today?
Today we are talking to the great SASHA from the band Hellcats. How are you today, SASHA?
Hi, both of you. I'm great. Here is 11 p.m.
So thank you for staying up so late for us.
No problem.
So is your English very good, or do we need to speak a little slower for you?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
I just hope you don't have to wake up early tomorrow morning. That's all
No.
Okay, good.
All right, so we have so many questions for you about the band today. I'll start with saying, when was Hellcats born, and how did the idea of this band come about?
Yeah, we started, me and my sister Sonia, the rhythm section of the band. We started the band in 2003. In 2003, we started searching for the other members, and it wasn't easy because our country is really, really small. It has only 2 million inhabitants. So it was hard to find people to join our band because we always wanted to play metal or hard rock. And since we were the two of us female, we were hoping to find a female singer. And later we said, why not a female guitar player? So we had a really difficult time finding them. And till 2006, in 2006, we had our first performance.
Okay, so you said you're from a very small country. What is that country?
Slovenia.
So,
It's ex-Yugoslavia, actually.
oh, okay.
Gotcha.
It lies between Italy, Austria, and Hungary, and Croatia.
So do you have your own language?
Yeah, we have our own language, and it's really not a lot of people speaks it. No, this language is Slavic language. It's similar to probably, I don't know, Serbian, Croatian, and some similarities also with other Slavic languages, of course.
Like Albania, correct?
No.
No, they're not Albanian at all, huh?
No.
So the process of getting the members, was it friends, or did you have tryouts? Like, I know you said that you had to look for people. So obviously, how did you get the people? Ads, video?
Yeah, at that time, there was no YouTube. In 2003, it was like, you need to make flyers and go to bars, to rock bars, to put flyers, to put posters, and to search like that. So the girls, later on, there was MySpace, but when we were searching for the first lineup, it was harder. And then we made audition. So the guitar players and singer came to audition to join us.
I wanted to ask, do you guys prefer writing songs in your native language or English? Because I listened to a few of your songs and I noticed that there is certain songs that do both.
Yeah. When we started writing, we wanted to write in English, but then some ideas came in our language, so we left it that way. And when we needed to make a whole album, we made it in 2 languages. We made 2 albums, actually. But the lyrics are not exactly translated directly. They are whatever we were feeling that way in our language. It's not the same translation.
Got it. So did you mix your languages together? Like, did you have any songs that the English and the Slavic went together in the same song?
No. We just made in English. was separately made, and in Slovenian language was different. The same music, but different lyrics.
Okay, so your first album came out in 2013.
Yeah.
Tell us about the process behind that. How did you guys start like that first music process?
Yeah, actually, it took us many years. Like probably now, it's going to take many years to make the second one. We had EP before. This year we are planning to do another EP as well. And from that EP, we took 4 songs to make the whole album in 2013. Yeah, we always take time when we make our songs. We never rush. We are never in a rush when we wanted to do it right. We have many ideas, but we pick only 10 or 12 songs which are really best, as we think.
So you guys, do you all live around each other where you're able to get together, or do you do everything through emails?
Our rehearsal space is in the capital, Ljubljana. And then the current lineup is different as it was the first one.
I saw.
This moment, our guitar player, she's still a student, Mia, and she lives in Ljubljana now. Although she originally is not from Ljubljana, but she lives now in Ljubljana. Sarah lives 1 hour from Ljubljana, so each week we meet in the middle.
So you guys obviously have a studio, or you are someone's house?
Rehearsal studio, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
When were you guys first able to... When did you guys get the studio, like start being official and everything?
It was difficult. We also had problems when we started to find a rehearsal space, and because no one wanted a loud band in their home or house. So it took us, I think, 2 years, but then we moved. After 8 years, we moved to better place. In Ljubljana, we are lucky to have streets of bands rehearse, like a big rehearsal space, and each band has its own place, like studio. We have luck. We are lucky.
So when you guys got together and you created the album and you started playing shows, did you play locally, or did you have to go outside your boundaries?
Yeah, at first we were playing around our town. Our first gig was in Ljubljana. It was actually like jam. They invited us. Let's make some jam session in the one studio. Music studio was open at the opening of the music studio. So we came there, and we knew only 5 songs at that time.
Wow.
5 covers. We didn't have our songs then. And they said, like, our friend was opening the studio, and he said, let's play 1 song, we'll just jam, no problem. So there was a lot of musicians there and producers. And when we played that one, I think it was AC/DC song, they wanted more. So we were talking to each other, looking which song should we play. Okay, let's play a second one. And after the 4th one, we didn't have anything else new. So we said, that's all we know. And they were like, we want more. And we said, should we start from the beginning? I don't know. So this was our first gig. But then we got many invitations to different clubs and festivals.
What were the covers? You said AC/DC. What else?
AC/DC at that time, then I think it was Wild Thing, and those beginner songs.
Easy songs.
Easier songs, yeah. But from AC/DC, we were playing Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. I remember that one. I like it.
Do you look at that first experience fondly, or are you like, oh man, I would never want to relive that, having to do accidentally cover songs?
No, it was a great experience, really.
Excellent. Excellent.
Happy to hear.
But
So-
like everywhere, when you were a girl band, there was one person who came to me and he said, because I was sitting at that gig, because there was no belt for the bass. The instruments were there, so you grab the instruments and play something, because not only we were playing, there were many bands, and I didn't have the belt, so I sit on the bar chair, and there came one guy, you're good, but you should know how to play standing up. But I was always playing standing up only at this gig. It's like that when you have an all-girl band, when you're a woman in music.
You know what? I don't like that guy.
Yeah, honestly, he's an ass.
I don't like. He's an ass. Yeah. In America, we say he's an ass.
All right.
Yeah. So being an all-woman band, what are some of the difficulties that you have to deal with? Because it's a little different now. Now it's I'm noticing girl bands everywhere, female bands.
Yeah.
Let's not say girl bands, female bands. What was the experience like back in the early 2000s?
Yeah, that's true. Now there's many women in rock music, in metal music, many bands. But at that time, especially in our country, in our part of Europe, this is like ex-Yugoslavia and around, there were none all-girl metal bands. We were the first all-girl metal band in our country. So when we came out, they were all, who are these chicks? What are they playing? Do they know how to play at all? What are they doing here? Yeah, they got the gigs just because they are girls and stuff like that.
Well, that's...
And why aren't they at home in the kitchen or something like that?
Yeah. Ooh. See, let me tell you, in America, 2000 we accepted women 100%. So I don't know what it's like in your part of the world, but I know here, that sounds like something that would happen in the 1940s, not in the 2000s.
Yeah, but that I have to say that now it's different. But when we started, it was like that. Yeah. So, but when the internet and YouTube, when YouTube came, we had some of our songs on it, and we got many gigs abroad because of that. We went to Italian tour, German tour, and many countries because of that. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because you guys have over 91,000 followers across social media. Was that a quick thing that happened? Like, did it all spike up at once all of a sudden, or was it like gradual?
It was gradual. It took us quite long time. We started with Facebook. Me and my sister, we started, I think, in 2011. So it took us quite some years. But every time, every gig, every festival brings you more and more new followers. We don't have that many on Instagram, but we don't even have a TikTok yet. I do have, but as a band we don't have yet. But Facebook is our oldest social media, so maybe because of that we have.
If it makes you feel better, we only have 500 on Instagram. You have 18,000, so stop showing off, okay?
But you started later than we did, probably.
Only 4 years ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Well, no, Instagram, I think we started a year ago, but YouTube, we started 4 years ago, yes.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
So, what is a typical day in the life of a Hellcat? What do you do on a daily basis, whether it's just like at home, not in the studio, or in the studio?
Yeah, we all finished, not all, me and my sister finished faculty First, we went to high school, then to university. I'm an architect, engineer of architecture. My sister is electrical engineer. We are all somehow in men's business. Okay, our singer is a nurse, and our guitar player is still a student. She studies, I think, French and another language. But we were having a band and studying at the same time. It wasn't a problem at all. It was actually a relief when you came from university to the rehearsal space and had band and play some guitars. It was great.
Were you guys expecting overall to be a successful band, or were you going in with the mindset of, I need to get my engineering degree?
We are we were putting our goals higher and higher. I don't know. At the beginning, we just knew we don't want to be commercial. Yeah. We don't want to play, I don't know, on some Eurovision contest or stuff like that. We always wanted to play. We always wanted to be metal or hard rock, stuff like that. And then later, our goals were, I don't know, bigger and bigger.
Well, you have been on some big stages, correct?
Yeah. Stages were growing from small stages to bigger each year. We really went small. We don't have any connections or something, so we had to do it all ourselves. A lot of things we had to do ourselves. But internet helped us really, because from that small country, it would be really hard to come, I don't know, to the best club in London. Now we are playing in the significant club in the center of London of 100 Club, it's called. We're playing in October, 28th of October, and we are playing with the drummer of Blondie. So he has his own band, and we're playing with him. It's like a really big thing for us. So.
Huge. I noticed the bill. You have a show coming up in March, right? Correct. It's like all female. It's all females.
Yeah, this is like a festival, and we are organizing it ourselves. Me and my sister. We started it in 2015 just to help the girls. To make it easier on their way to show their original songs on the big stage. That's why we always invite some all-girl bands from nearby to come and play with us. And this is one night only. We celebrate 8th of March. It's the International Women's Day. And weekend after that, we usually have this festival. So now it comes to 11th of March.
That's very nice. You know, you got to, why not help the ladies, right?
And this is the only day in Ljubljana and around that only girls are allowed on the stage playing guitars, and we don't have like all female like singers only. We have bands. This year there is a hardcore punk band from Serbia playing Replicants, and the next band is Wicked Asylum from Milano, Como area from Italy, and Hellcats. So this is on 11th of March.
All right, good,
nice.
Good. Get it out there. So how did you come up with the name Hellcats? How'd you choose that name?
Actually, we were searching for the name for quite a long time. I don't know, a year or two. We just knew that it has to be edgy, catchy, and to show what our music is like and what we are like. So one friend came out with, we were asking people, friends, what do you think, what should we be? And then there was a million of suggestions, and we didn't like any of them. But when our friend wrote me a message, what about Hellcats? Because he knew a lot about airplanes, and the Hellcat was actually an American Force airplane. Nice. So he named us after that, and we liked it immediately. I know there is serial on the TV in 2010, but we were in 2003 already. Hellcats.
Yeah.
I think there are three more groups. One very good is Rockabilly from Italy, and from the States also is some Hellcats. I searched them, but we don't mind. We feel good with this name. And
because I was totally on the wrong page, because I know cats, they call them felines. So
Yeah.
I was thinking female, felines, cats, from hell. Wow, I was way off.
I was just gonna say I heard the term Hellcats in a video game, and the second you said it, I was like, oh.
Now it makes sense.
Gotcha.
cool.
So what is some? I know you had asked, somebody had asked me in the Instagram message what I asked, but is there something somebody said to you in your lifetime that you take with you throughout your life, whether it's in music or just life in general?
Yeah, what's your golden rule? Like your personal golden rule.
At first, I didn't really know what you mean, but then I remembered my grandmother, before she passed away, she told me, take your power back, stay strong and take your power back, because I was really young then and I had problems. I was with school and things like that. I was a good student, but I wasn't satisfied with 4. I wanted excellent, and I was nervous. And she said, no, stay strong, and you could reach everything if you're strong, and take your power back. And that's why we wrote the song, The Master of the Night. It's actually, it was in Slovene at the beginning, and it was directly translated, almost directly. My grandmother said, Moč je v tebi. That means the power is within you. And we made that in English, take your power back.
She sounds like a wonderful lady, and that is a great statement.
Yeah.
So you know what? I wanted to ask now, who in just metal or your overall life would you say is your biggest inspirations for music?
We loved the metal bands from 90s. We still do. From 90s and 80s. We loved Pantera. We already had tickets for Vienna show, but then they were canceled, unfortunately. We love, I was listening to Sepultura. Then we love AC/DC, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and female power in metal music. For example, Lita Ford.
I was going to say Lita Ford, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. That was a great song, Lita Ford.
Yeah, and Doro Pesch from Germany, and Vixen, and Girls' School. We adore women in men's world, because we know how difficult it was then. Back then it was more difficult, even in the States, I think, in the 80s. They were always like, you're beautiful, let's show me how do you play. But they were really wonderful musicians. I was reading a lot about Vixen. They were at Berkeley University of Music and stuff like that. But there were skeptics always in the public to watching them how they play, if they know very good solos or stuff like that.
Well, I honestly don't like the fact that you say man's world. Music is no longer a man's world. It is our world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
welcome to our world. So brag about 2023. What do you guys got coming up as a band?
Yeah, as I was saying, after this Dan Rock Žena, the Day of Women in Rock festival, we are going to studio.
Okay.
After some time, with the first studio with our new lineup. and we are going to record our new song. And then we're going to make a video, and after that EP. We have plans to finish it before our English show, so I hope we'll make it.
Gotcha. I was going to say, because I think the last single you came out with was 2016.
Yes, really. Yeah.
Do you think this new song comes out within 2023, or?
Of course, it will.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
We just hope that EP will be as well out, but single will be 100% because we are already talking to one of the best producers in our country, and we are planning to do that.
No, we're super
Really
excited about it, that's for sure. So what would you say to young girls trying to come up in the business and start playing music? What would you tell them?
Just don't listen to anyone saying that you cannot do it, or that he will be your manager and please put some more acoustic guitars in your metal, or we were listening to that stuff, and just make your song as you are writing it. Maybe you get some advices, but don't let others to take over your song. You make your own song.
Beautiful.
Put more acoustic guitar in your metal. Is that something you've been told? That is insane.
Change your name from Hellcats to Angels.
Oh, come on. That's so
That's a Christian
typical.
one.
Yeah, that's so typical. Anyway, this has been fantastic, Sasha. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. We're going to do an outro, and we would love for you to join us.
Thank you. Okay.
So, everyone at home, remember to hit that like, subscribe button, and tell us down in the comment section below who you'd like to see on the channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was very fun. Very appreciated. Liked hearing your stories. I'm Son.
And I'm Father. And you are?
SASHA Hellcats.
Yes. Rock on!
Rock on.